Hey, what's up, guys? It is Jason, and I hope you're excited because I'm hanging out today with Robert.
Hey, hey.
Robert, if you're English and pasty like me. Robert is from the Real Estate Guys radio show.
Yeah.
And you and your partner, Russell, bring on people from all over the world to talk about real estate, right?
It's so cool.
Yeah, so if you want to find out about how do you get the right people on your team, and not to be cheap about it, watch this video. Okay, so Robert, I'm hanging out with you, and we were just talking the last couple of times we got together. You mentioned something that kind of blew my mind. Is you built this hotel property in Belize, and it is incredible. By the way, I don't know what's the property called.
It's called Mahogany Bay Village. It's in Ambergris Caye, Belize, and
Super
it is
cool.
the first branded hotel in Ambergris Caye.
Yeah, which is amazing. And so what I thought was really fascinating about this story is you were telling us all about how you hired this architect, and it was kind of a snowball of events. 'Cause I think a lot of people, I mean, most people that I know are not probably building properties in Belize. Like, maybe that's your goal, but I don't know how many of you guys thought that. But what blew my mind about how Robert operated is he hired somebody right in the beginning, or you brought somebody on, you found a partner that would really amplify what you do, and it turned into a bunch of magic. Would you tell them a little bit about what that was like, what the story was, and then how important it is?
Absolutely, because it sets the tone. Every hire matters, and human nature is we want to spend less and we want to get a better value, right?
Totally.
And here's the paradigm. The paradigm is when you hire the very best people, it actually doesn't cost you more, it makes you more.
Yeah,
right?
Did you guys catch that? Because I want to make sure if you hire the best people, it doesn't cost you more, it makes you more. So you hired this amazing architect. What was the snowball? Because you hired the right guy.
The architect is a pivotal part of a real estate development, but there's a lot of architects.
Yeah.
So rather than hire the best in the island or the best in the country, we look to find for our product type the best in the world. Not inexpensive, but our architectural team, it's 3 architects that come together, and you don't get any deal on the price, by the way, but they work so well together.
So this is important too. You weren't trying to cut a deal with this guy, right? You weren't like, here's who I am, this is a really important thing, what kind of buddy pal deal can you give me? You paid full price.
Actually, the exact opposite.
Oh.
See, once you're buddies and pals, it's different. Too many people try to start the relationship negotiating down. No.
How can I pay you
price
less?
to start and see the value. But here's where the story goes. Our architects work with a lot of other great people because they're great architects. They introduced us to the editor of Coastal Living magazine.
Awesome.
Now, Coastal Living magazine has been around 20 years. It's one of the magazines in the U.S. that is in the top 10 for income per readership. So if you haven't been reading it, well, maybe you should.
Right, maybe your income will go up just by reading the magazine.
It could be.
Or listening to Real Estate Guys Radio. Pluggity plug. Anyway, continue.
So what that led to is that the editor came out, saw the property, fell in love with it. The readers of Coastal Living magazine, people that are aspiring to live near the water, are our avatar.
That's the people you want to be in front of on a regular basis.
Exactly. And so today we're one of 6 Coastal Living inspired residences in our residential part of our program that would have never happened had we decided to save some money on the architect.
Right, so again, by hiring that architect, it led to this Coastal Living magazine thing, and that was one big deal that came out of that, and there were some other things that came out of that too, right? Because you guys did some photo shoots there and did other things that were able to get out. What was some of the other stuff?
Well, Coastal Living magazine is one of the many properties that is under the Time banner, Time Meredith today, and they have more than 100 magazines, including Sports Illustrated. And the 2018 Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was filmed in part at our beach club in Belize.
So I just want you to hear what he just said, and I'm going to unpack it and just make sure, because I know you did a beautiful job of getting it, but I just want to make sure they get it again and again and again, right? Is that the idea here is you hired the right person, best in the world. You paid full price, if not better than full price, but the ripple effect has been you've had this Coastal Living magazine that it led to a Sports Illustrated photo shoot. So like, imagine this, and I know this is a pretty big context to think about, but if you imagine you're building a hotel, what better publicity could you get than having the biggest magazine feature you, have Sports Illustrated do a swimsuit edition there? And so, so many people, I think we think about how do we hire somebody that we can get a bargain on, get a deal on, and get a buddy pal thing and get extended, and you were polar opposite, and that's what really blew my mind when I watched you talk about this before, is your mind just thinks differently. You and Russell both, like, I think when you sit down, you look at who do you leverage, but not from the standpoint of who can you get something from cheaper.
Right.
You think of who can we enhance, who can we bring value to, and that's part of why we're here. We're out here doing a conference with Robert Kiyosaki and with the Rich Dad team, a very intimate conference with just kind of the people that he holds close, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have been on that list for 20 years.
For a long time.
Close dudes,
it's been amazing, right? And that's part of the relationship part, right? When you start, you don't start with trying to, circumvent the relationship. You build a relationship naturally. And these architects, as we got to know each other, as they appreciated what we were doing, saw other ways to connect. And that's That's the real point. Here's a great quote for you. Brian Tracy says that the pain of low quality always outlasts the pleasure of low price. Think about
Ooh,
that.
interesting.
The
That's
pain
good.
of
That's
low
good.
quality,
I like that.
right? When you go on the cheap and you buy the cheaper one,
It feels good temporarily.
it does.
But
In
then the
long
long-term impact is going to mess you up.
right? Exactly.
Super good. Well, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And if they want to find you, what's the best way for them to track you down? Probably the podcast?
I think the
radio
podcast,
show?
just wherever you find your podcasts, you'll see the Real Estate Guys radio program, or go to realestateguysradio.com.
Cool. Well, dude, thank you so much for
Thanks,
hanging out
Jason.
with me. Thanks for kicking it. I'm looking forward to it. We're just about to start. So you guys have an awesome week. See ya.